Bump a little pussy, hoe, get some shell toss. Slapping rap bitches and making bail, hoe. Two-tone Cartier, match the nails, hoe. No competition, these bitches fail, hoe. Curbing, no curbing, my shit is late. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Isha, and I'm back with another video in this mother. And I hope you in this mother, because if you in this mother, I'm in this mother, and we in this motherfucker together. It is Girl Talk 101. It is Friday. I was gonna do a Friday movie night, but I already did one that day last Friday. So I'm gonna do one tomorrow, because y'all know Fridays and Saturdays are our movie night. So we gonna do Girl Talk 101, do's and don'ts on your first date. Now y'all ask, Isha, have you ever been on a date? No. Isha, have you ever experienced one? Sort of, kind of. But not only that, but I also could tell you guys some pros and tips from not only from what I've seen on the internet, but from what my friends experienced as well. I haven't actually been on a real date because I haven't actually been in a real relationship. But I have, what they call it? Watched. I would say I have watched enough to know what you should and should not do. So let's just get into the details. So first we are going to start with our don'ts, or should we start with our do's? I think we're going to start with our don'ts, because dating in this generation, especially going on dates, is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say that if you're a high mileage girl and you expect the most from like a first date, this video isn't for you. So I'm gonna talk into like the mid girls, the low mileage girls, the girls don't care about money, things, the girls that don't care about money, things, goods, materialistic stuff, like mid and low mileage girls. Like, this video is gonna be for us. So the first don't I want to say is, don't wear things that are very like appealing. Like, wear something that's still like sexy. Like, I'll put a picture like right here so that y'all could kind of see. Wear something that still like looks good, but don't wear something that's like see-through, like something like this right here. Like, don't wear that to your first date. Like, even I could give y'all an example. Y'all see, this is see-through. I wouldn't want to wear like a two-piece or something like that underneath this to my first date. You see what I'm saying? So wear something that's like classy, like a cute little strap or strapless dress, like a cute, I want to say a cute two-piece that's not too revealing, but like, y'all know the two pieces that you put on that's like half, that like shows like this much of your stomach, and like they're together in the back or they're together in the front, like, or like one of the sweater two pieces, like I said, that shows like this much of your, like this much, like right there. I feel like that will be valid on a first date because it's not like too revealing. So you don't want to wear anything that's too revealing to your first date, because y'all, if I could find the post, I'll show y'all. But this girl was going on a date with this man, and I think she was out shopping, and he had asked her, was she ready for their date tonight? And she was like, yes. And she sent him a picture of what she had on, and it was basically something that you would wear to a club. Like, it was, her breasts was all out and stuff like that. Like, and to be honest, in my opinion, I think she had on yellow shoes, and the shoes really didn't match what she had on. But yeah, so you always want to like be classy and go classy on your first dates. Another don't is, I want to say that, because like, I don't understand females with such high standards nowadays, but don't be too picky about where y'all go out to eat at. I would say, like, just communicate first before you actually jump off into the date. Like, before he comes and gets you up, picks you up for that date, actually like communicate with each other, so that way that y'all will like be on the same page. I'll be like, before we go on this date, where you want to go out to eat at? And then when he say something that like you feel like it's good too, like, let's just say for example, he's like, oh yeah, do you want to go eat at Texas Roadhouse? I don't know what's wrong with Texas Roadhouse, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say that you say, oh, do you like Chinese food? Do you want to go eat at the Chinese buffet or hibachi or something like that? And he'd be like, yeah, okay, cool, we could do that. Okay, then y'all agreed on that, you know what I'm saying? Or like how women be having problems with going to the Cheesecake Factory for a date. I feel like that's, just in my opinion, like I said, this video isn't for females with high standards, but I feel like going to the Cheesecake Factory for a date would kind of be nice. That and somebody, a video that I just seen, this girl, like, I don't, cause y'all know a lot of videos on Instagram be skits, but this girl, she was getting picked up for a date. She had on a sports crop top, kind of. She wasn't dressed appropriately for the date, and he had asked her if she ever ate at Applebee's before, and she was like, you could drop me off, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was kind of rude, because who wouldn't want to go eat at Applebee's? Like in Flint, Michigan, our Applebee's is always packed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our Applebee's is always packed, so I know they food good, but don't be too picky about where y'all eat at. You see what I'm saying? So like, I feel like Chinese buffet, Texas Roadhouse, what's another one? What's the steakhouse place called? I think that would be good to eat at too. All you can eat buffet, somewhere, I don't really know where anywhere classy is, but like, just make sure that y'all communicate before y'all date comes, or where y'all gonna eat at, or where y'all gonna be at, so that way y'all kind of have like a understanding of what y'all want. Like, hell, go to a Mexican grill, you know what I'm saying? Sit somewhere at that they got picnic tables or something like that. Enjoy your date. A picnic date will be, you know what I'm saying, nice too as well. Just enjoy your date. You don't have to do too much. Enjoy your date. Enjoy where y'all eat at. You know what I'm saying? Just have a good time. Another don't is, I had this on my mind and I was just thinking about it. What was it that I was finna say? It was a don't, but I forgot what was I finna say? Y'all, I done forgot what it was I was finna say. Okay, since I can't remember, and I'm probably gonna remember down the line, we're gonna skip to the next don't. Okay, another don't is don't be not respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, communicate. Try to be funny, try to be flirty, try to be sexy, try to be cute, do all of that. Oh, that's the don't that I was gonna say. That's the don't. But we're gonna add it in with this don't after the next don't. We gonna say but don't do too much. Like, don't do too much, don't try too hard. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody that you're not while you're on your dates. Like, if you're funny, if you're cool, if you're goofy, if you're weird, be yourself. Like I said, when y'all come to my channel, I expect y'all to be yourselves. Be on your best behavior and be yourself. You see what I'm saying? Don't, when you're on a date, don't try to be somebody that you're not. Especially like for the men too. Like, if you're on a date with a girl, don't try to be somebody that you're not. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to play a role, because it's not, most women don't go for that. Like, I would say 80% of the women in this generation do go for that, but there is rare women out there that don't go for that. So don't try too hard. Don't try to push you know what I'm saying? Don't try to push it too hard. Just be yourself. So like, just come naturally, you know, put your beautiful smile on, be your beautiful self, be your best person. Make sure you engage in the conversation, questions. Make sure the questions aren't too personal though. You know what I'm saying? If they start getting too personal, make sure you pull back and you be like, hey, can we change the topic? Can we talk about something else? You know what I'm saying? And what's your favorite color? Where did you grow up? How many times did you move when you were a kid? Have you been to so and so, like, traveling now? What do you want to do in life? What are your plans in life? Like, just be you. Another don't, and I'm so strict on this. The biggest don't. Do not put out on your first date. This is for men and women. Please. Do not put out on your first date. I cannot stress that enough. At how many people I see do that in this generation. that put out on the first date. Don't do that. That's like, that's letting them know how easy you are. Like, I feel like me personally, I feel like that's you being easy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just met. You don't know this person. You don't know if this person has any kind of STDs. You don't know if they have permanent STDs. Whether if y'all use a condom or not, 90% of the time, condoms don't prevent you from getting STDs. It don't matter what kind of, you know what I'm saying, don't matter what brand it is, 90% of the time, a condom is not going to protect you from getting an STD, even though they tell you that that's not the full truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it don't matter what brand it is, 90% of the time you're not gonna be protected. You know what I'm saying? And then like, it's people around here that's undetectable, like HIV, that's undetectable, and they're giving it to people. You know what I'm saying? Willingly, and that's a misdemeanor and a felon in certain states, in most states at that. But always be cautious and do not put out on the first date. Like, be yourself. Like I said, be yourself, be you. And if you feel, I feel like as a woman or a man, if you feel pressured to do that, because peer pressure is the most dangerous thing in the world. If you, in any type of way, shape, or form, feel like peer pressured into doing something like that, I feel like you should stop the date altogether and be like, okay, yeah, we need to wrap this up because you're making me uncomfortable and I feel like I want to go home now. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to say is, this is going to be for in the dudes, but I'm going to say this too while I'm saying this. Do not, if you're going on a date, do not have your own money. So like, if something like this happens and you be like, okay, split the bill, make sure you have your own money. I'm big on that too. Do not go anywhere with anybody on a date. I don't care what it is, what it is on an outing or anything. Make sure that you have your own money when you go, just in case something like that happens and y'all got to split the bill. Make sure you have your own money. This was my last don't. That was my last don't, but I got a few more that I want to talk about, but I'm gonna put them all together. When you're going on a date, make sure that you are presentable. Even though I said be yourself, make sure that you are presentable, which means that don't go to your date stinking, don't go to your date musty. If you got female problems down there, make sure that you take care of that before you go out on your dates. Make sure that you carry wet wipes with you. If you haven't shaved, if you shave or if you don't shave and you stop and be like, oh yeah, I got this date and so amount of time, but I haven't shaved yet. Grab you some, where is it? Where is mine? Let me, give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. If it's in here. Is it in here? Is it in here? I don't think it's in here, y'all. Is it? Oh yeah, it's right here. Grab you some Veets. You leave this on for about like 10 minutes, ain't it? 10 to 15? 10 minutes. You leave this on for about like 10 minutes. And then you just wipe it off. But me personally, when I use this, I like to get in the tub after my 10 minutes is up, so that way I could just wipe the hair all off my body. So I use Veet like 2 months ago, and my hair is just now starting to grow back on my arm. Like, this is so much better than what's the other one called? Nair. And it smells like 100% better than Nair. I'm gonna have to give me some more of that soon. But like, there's nothing wrong with being like hairy, and I'm a girl's girl. I just don't like hair on my body. You know what I'm saying? On my arms, my legs, or anything like that. Because just in my opinion, I don't feel like that's ladylike. So I just don't like to have hair on my body. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to look at it. I don't like for it to be noticeable, because even though I'm a girl and God made us that way for us to have hair on our body, I do not like to have hair on my body, especially underneath my arms. I just feel like it's not ladylike, just in my opinion. Like, if that works for you, then do that, but tell your date that so they know what to expect when y'all meet. So, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and make sure that you smell your best. I love perfumes, scented perfumes, heavily scented perfumes, heavily scented fragrance mist, body lotions, scented body lotions, scented hand lotions. Always keep a hand lotion with you, especially during the wintertime, because you never know when your hands could get ashy. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep that. Keep some oil on you, because you never know when your feet could get ashy. You never know when your legs could get ashy, and you might have to, you know what I'm saying, do a little something before you go. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you always prepared. Make sure that you always have little stuff, little feminine products and stuff like that inside of your purse when you get ready to go. So when you go on your date, just make sure that you look your best. Hair, nails, makeup if you wear it, lashes if not. If you're natural, go natural. Do you. When you go on your date, do you, boo. My last don't. If you meet somebody on a dating app, do not, please, men and women, especially women, do not go back home with the person that you met online. Go home. Do not go home with them. Go to your home. I cannot stress this enough about how many women that came out missing, or, you know, from going to a person's house that they met online. You might have met them online and they're probably like cool and stuff like that. Like when you see them in public, or like when you finally get to go on a date with them and they're like cool and stuff like that, and then you get along and their whole persona change. You know what I'm saying? You always want to be cautious. So cautious, EJ. You always want to be cautious. So when you're dating people like online and you're meeting people off dating apps, do not go home with them. I don't care how bad you feel like you want to or that you need to. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Make sure that your brain is always working, that you're not getting too sprung into it to feel like, I could trust this man, I could go home with him. You can't. You just met him. You don't know what he's capable of. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't know what he's feeling. And you might go home with this man, come up missing, and your family not gonna see you no more. So don't, my biggest don't, do not go home with a person that you just met. Please and thank you. But another don't is don't go on a date without no money. You know what I'm saying? Don't go to the date and then not bring nothing on the table. Even though like he's treating you still, like I said, if something like that happens, bring your money. You know what I'm saying? Like women could treat men to a date. Like let's just say that you go on a date and he be like, oh yeah, let me pay for this. You be like, wait, no, you know, you open your wallet, I got my own money. Let this be on me. You know what I'm saying? That's just out of pure kindness of your heart. You really don't see that in like women these days, because men, they are always treating the women. They are always taking them out on dates, shopping, you know, doing all of that. Like men are never like doing the bare minimum for women nowadays. Like some of them are, but a lot of them that you see that like are top shotters, they aren't doing the bare minimum for women. You know what I'm saying? So if you are going out on a date, like I said, or a date or out, and it don't matter where it is, make sure for a fact that you have your own money. Make sure you have your cards with you and stuff like that. Make sure they're unlocked. Make sure you check it every now and then to make sure the money, you know what I'm saying, is still there, because you know them apps and stuff will sneak up on you, and especially Apple. Like Apple, they'll sneak up on you and take your money when you least expecting it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that when you go on a date that you have your own money. That's a do. But don't go on a date and not have your own money, because you never know what can happen. Like, oh, I knew that was about to fall. I had to catch it. So some do's for going on your date is do communicate. And I feel like I said this in my don'ts, but do communicate, which is when I say do communicate, and if you're being felt, that's not how I'm trying to say that. If you feel like you're on a date and you're being made uncomfortable at any type of way, whether if it's a conversation or like they're touching you in a way that's making you uncomfortable, do speak up and say something about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let that happen and then they think that it's okay and then you're uncomfortable with what's happening and then you don't say nothing. You're just letting them, it's like you're kind of leading them on to like let them know that what they're doing is okay, because you're not stopping them. So do speak up whenever you feel like you're being made uncomfortable. Another girl, do enjoy yourself. I'm gonna tell you that. Enjoy yourself. Have as much fun as you can. If you don't never get out and this isn't first experience for you, especially on the first date, enjoy yourself. Enjoy as much as you can. Talk, laugh, cry if you got to. Like, go to the bathroom and let out of those tears of joy. Fix yourself up. That will fix yourself up. Pat yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together, girl. You get back out there. You get back out there and you enjoy that day. I don't care if it's a speed date. Make sure that you enjoy yourself when you are on your date, okay? I don't care what nobody else says. Enjoy your date. Don't tell your friends, though. Don't tell your friends. If you're enjoying your date, don't tell your friends, because your friends really be your biggest haters. So don't tell your friends that you are enjoying your date right now, because like I said, your friends, they be your biggest haters. They want what you got. They need everything that you got. You know what I'm saying? They might want to, you know, take your little date, you know, and your date might turn into your man. Then they gonna want your man. Then they gonna be sitting in your face wanting your man. You know what I'm saying? There's always secret animosity between friends when you got stuff going on good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you go on your date, enjoy yourself. My dream date is going to, let me see, the amusement park, and then like having a picnic date, or like we can have a picnic date first and then go to the amusement park. But like my ideal date, what I really would like to go to, like the amusement park, or go skating, or go like go-karting and stuff like that, so that way I know that I'm having like a good time when I go on my date. So when I go home, take a shower, get into bed, go to sleep, and wake up the next day feeling refreshed, that I'm left with that good memory that I had such a good date last night. You know what I'm saying? Another do on your date is not only make sure that you're having a good time, but make sure your date is having a good time as well. And make sure your Mr. is having a good time. Make sure that he is enjoying himself. Make sure that you're doing things that is making him feel like should I say the man? Or making him feel like that he's doing a good job on his date, that he's showing you a good time. So make sure it's 50-50. So while he's making sure you're having a good time, make sure that he's having a good time as well. Care about your date. You know what I'm saying? Go on your date caring, go on your date loving, go on your date sweet, go on your date kind. But make sure that you're always being you. Be respectable, be you, but make sure that your date is having a good time as well. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no inappropriate comments, or do anything that's not, you know what I'm saying, because I was gonna say, you know what I'm saying, hold his hand a little bit, but you don't, he might not want that, you know what I'm saying? He might not want to hold your hand. You might not want to hold his, but make sure that you like asking before you just dive into stuff like that, because you never know, physical touch might make people uncomfortable. So just make sure that your date is enjoying himself. Make sure he's having a time in his life. Make sure that when he goes home and he goes to sleep at night, he wakes up in the morning, he texts you, be like, I enjoyed the date that we had last night. So do make sure that your date enjoys themselves. Another is be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men don't have a lot of things, like I said, and they'll do the bare minimum to make sure that you have a good time. So if your date pulls up with flowers, or if he don't pull up with flowers, at least he pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been stood up before. Been stood up, ran into him again. He was on some BS. But hey, life goes on. So make sure that you are grateful, because sometimes people don't even come through. They change their plans. They decide they want to go hang out with their boys or something like that. Just always make sure that always make sure that you're being grateful, because sometimes they won't pull up with flowers. Sometimes they won't pull up with a rose. Sometimes they won't pull up with gifts. And I know a lot of women in this generation, when they go on dates, they expecting the man to pull up like Dior, Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, and listen. Some people are working a 9 to 5. They can't afford that the way that they want to afford that right now. Give them about like 5 more years to start making 8 figures, and they probably could afford that for you. But right now, just be grateful that they pulled up and they taking you somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Because they could have left you. They could have stayed at home for all of that. You know what I'm saying? You pull up on a woman and she's like, expecting all of this, all these gifts, rose petals falling everywhere. Like, they expect princess treatment. But being that, like, it's your first date with a man, just don't expect everything that, you know what I'm saying? Don't expect all that. You know what I'm saying? Some men do it, some men don't do it. At least just be grateful that he opened the door for you. At least I hope he does that. At least that's the least. At least I hope he opens the door for you. Okay, y'all. I can't think of no more dues. I can't think of no more dues. Maybe this could be a do. Maybe this could be a do. If you're a female and you want to go on a date, let's just say that you've been talking to this guy for a little time, for, you know what I'm saying, for a couple days, and, you know, you finally up and decide and say, hey, I want to go on a date. So if you have that type of confidence and you are the type of person to shoot your shot first, ask that man out on a date. Don't be scared. Just put your confidence to the test and ask that man out on a date. Who knows? Sometimes you got to take that look. Sometimes you got to take that chance. If he says no, more than likely it's because he is the man and he feels like he should be asking you out on a date and you shouldn't be asking him out on a date. Because I've seen this post where this girl took this, was it her husband? Was it her boyfriend? I can't remember, but he took her out on a date, and she took him out on a date, and I think she had like this food voucher or something like that, or it was a coupon or something from her birthday or something that she could use the next time that she came back. I can't really remember the post, and she used it on their date, which it saved her a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It saved her money, but because she didn't like pay in cash and she paid with what she had, he got upset about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think she showered him with like gifts and stuff like that, and then he texted her and was like, don't text me no more, don't call me no more, because you pulled that right there, and that was like a broke bitch move. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was kind of like, oh, he's sassy. You know what I'm saying? He like, the girls is starting to get to the guys. The guys is starting to get on what type of timing the girls is on. But let me tell y'all something. There's still females out there that do appreciate the bare minimum. And when I say bare minimum, it's not like, I'm not meaning it in like a bad way. I'm saying like that there are certain females out there that still appreciate what you do for them, even if it's not a lot. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of men in this generation stress themselves out, and they like be surviving off of the last of what they got off their paycheck, just to make sure whoever they're seeing, they're talking to, or whoever they're dating has like the princess treatment. And some women don't even be deserving the princess treatment because all they be wanting is like the money and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of females out there that's not materialistic and stuff like that, and sometimes they just be like, you'll go buy your girl a Dior Chanel bag. Like, I seen this post, and it was like, you'll go buy your girl a Dior Chanel bag when all she want is a freaking hug. All she want is for you to hug her. So yeah, y'all, but like I was saying, they be doing all that, and all the girl be wanting from them is a hug. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that post notification on so you get notified every time Shay posts a video, and so that you can become part of the gang. We were up 192 subscribers, but we lost a subscriber, so we are currently up 191 subscribers right now. Make sure that y'all liking, y'all commenting, turning your post notification on, sharing my videos, comment it down below videos that y'all would like to see, even if you're watching on the big screen. Make sure y'all tell everybody to come watch Totally Different Shay. Comment down below some videos that y'all would like to see. I was trying to get them done for y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on everything at Totally Different Shay. And like I said, I've been seeing y'all come from here to my TikTok and my Instagram and follow me. I appreciate that. Don't make sure that, like, if y'all think it go unnoticed, it doesn't. And if I haven't followed you back, just give me some time and I will, because it's been hectic lately. But make sure y'all follow me on everything at Totally Different Shay, and I'll see y'all in the next video.